Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to our Harvest Time Full Moon Circle celebration. My name is Laura Gonzalez and I am here welcome you all tonight because dear friend and Reverend Judith couldn't be here tonight. So I'm here trying to fill in this huge space that she leaves us. And no worries, she's coming back next month. But this month is my honor to welcome you to the Harvest Moon. For many, this full moon is actually the beginning of the fall season. Those who follow the astrological calendar, this is the first day of fall. And for some are still celebrating Mabon, no Mabon. And Mabon, as we all know, there's a lot of controversy. We're not going to go into that. But if you're celebrating the equinox, Mabon, or the full moon, we are so grateful that you're celebrating it with us tonight. I'd like to say thank you to all the volunteers, part of the Circle Century community, who are here making this celebration possible. And to all of you who are watching live or who are watching later, we are so happy that you are here with us. And with that, I'd like to welcome Dia.
Thank you, Laura. Welcome to Circle's Harvest Time Full Moon Circle. I'm Dia, coming to you from the Deep South. I'm a minister in training at Circle Sanctuary, and I am honored to be one of the many people it takes to replace Judith when she does anything. We hope that as you watch later, that you will be blessed through the music and chants and meditations that are about to happen tonight. Now we're going to turn to Shar and hear our announcements.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Reverend Laura. Thank you, Dia and Shar Bear here. So full moon greetings, everyone. We are so delighted that you are here or watching later. And yes, we have some announcements and hope that you will join us for these upcoming Circle Sanctuary events, okay? We're very pleased to announce that Reverend Bob Paxton, get ready for it, he has designed a new website for Circle Sanctuary. Yay! And he's upgraded our database and registration process. Thank you, Reverend Bob. Thank you. So Circle Sanctuary will have a volunteers work weekend on Saturday and Sunday, October 14th and 15th. Volunteers, if you live in the area of the Circle Sanctuary mothership, the reserve, you are welcome to come to the land to help with the upkeep of this beautiful 200-acre nature preserve and 20-acre green cemetery. So if you live nearby, please register on our new website. Yes. And our new Full Moon Circles theme for next month, of course, is Beloved Dead, remembering our beloved dead. And we will be broadcasting again on Thursday night, October 26th. Mark your calendar. That's just before the Samhain Festival, which starts the next day on Friday, October 27th and runs through Sunday, October 29th. And we will be celebrating the 40th anniversary, get it, big 4-0, 40th anniversary of Circle Sanctuary Nature Preserve at this festival. So please register for Samhain on our new website. We also have lots of great podcasts. Oh my gosh, each month we have close to 1,000 previous broadcasts and podcasts available on our digital archives. I mean, what other nature-based church has a national reach and has an archive of podcasts like this? Check them out. And please support our community by becoming a Circle Sanctuary member or by making a donation on our new website. Thank you. Dia will now cast our ritual circle.
Thank you, Reverend Shar. Take a deep breath in. Let it out slowly. Shut out all of the mundane. Close your eyes and visualize the circle being cast. Through the power of the east and the rising sun that burn the dew from the bounty of our harvest. Through the power of the south and the noonday sun that ripened our fields that lay fertile now for harvest. through the power of west and the falling rain that quenched the thirst of our fields, through the power of the north and the scythe that helped us harvest the grain, the grapes, the gourds, by the power of the sky above that has given us the unerring first clock, by the power of the earth below, without whom no harvest would be possible, and through the power of the divine energy within each of us, ever how we call them, every how we view them. We carry them in our hearts. And by all these powers combined, our circle is cast. Now we turn to Richard for the moon fire kindling.
Thank you, Dia, for casting our wonderful sacred circle in the internet space. This full moon is called the harvest time moon, and indeed it is getting well into autumn season here in the Northern Hemisphere. We will be needing a warm fire not only at the center of our sacred circle, but also just as a friendly campfire to sit around at night. I like this ecologically friendly recycled beeswax candle to represent the bonfires. We pagans also like to celebrate the rising of the full moon, the return of the sun, and for warmth in the autumn. Of the four pagan elements, fire is the only one that we have to create to keep it in our circle. So mote it be. Up next is Laura to have us all kindle our individual candles.
And as we go on gallery view, and you can see the faces of all our wonderful volunteers here tonight, as we all kindle our candles together, may we all bring light into our planet, into our lives, into healing, into loving, and may we all remember this flame that we kindle together as we go into the dark half of the year. May we take this collective light that we all share tonight, whether you're watching now or later, know that through the magic of the internet, the magic of technology, we are all together and we are going perhaps into the same darkness, but all around light with each other. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Reverend Meredith Mary Beckman, and I am an interfaith, interspiritual, intermystical minister. Tonight, I offer a meditation by Tina Khan from the book Earth Prayers from around the world. The invitation is just to be. As we are together, praying for peace, let us truly be with each other. Let us pay attention to our breathing. Let us be relaxed in our bodies and our minds. Let us be at peace with our minds and our bodies. Let us return to ourselves and become holy ourselves. Let us maintain a half smile upon our faces. Let us be aware of the source of being common to all of us and to all living things. Evoking the presence of the great compassion, let us fill our hearts with our own compassion towards ourselves and towards all living beings. Let us pray that all living beings realize that they are all brothers and sisters all nourished from the same source of life. Let us pray that we ourselves cease to be the cause of suffering to each other. Let us plead within ourselves to live in a way which will not deprive other beings of air, water, food, shelter, or the chance to live. With humility, with awareness of the existence of life and of the sufferings that are going on around us, let us pray for the establishment of peace in our hearts and on earth. Amen. Ashe. Aho. Namaste. Selah. Shalom. So mote it be. And I turn it over to River.
Actually, River, if you don't mind, I'm going to jump in for just a little second, and I'm going to invite us all to be in gallery view if we can. Thank you so much, Mary. This is perfect because my chant is called Betwixt and Between, and that's exactly where we are. So some people think about autumn as like apple spice or pumpkin spice. I tend to think about it as kind of betwixt and between. We're moving toward the new year. We're kind of, hey, the mists are thinning or they're getting thicker. I mean, what's going on with this? So I just have a little chant. I invite you to sort of bobble along as it makes sense to you. Betwixt and between, betwixt and between, now is the season for all things unseen. Betwixt and between, betwixt and between, this is the season for all things unseen. Harvest moon, your brightness stirs me. Harvest super moon, I feel you so close. Harvest moon, your brightness stirs me. Harvest moon, I feel you so close. Betwixt and between, betwixt and between, this is the season for all things unseen. Betwixt and between, betwixt and between, now is the season for all things unseen, making a way for my heart song, creating space for inner knowing, making a way for my heart song. Harvest supermoon, I feel you so close. Betwixt and between, betwixt and between, this is the season for all things unseen. Betwixt and between, betwixt and between, now is the season for all things unseen. What can I give to this magical world? What can I offer my guides in gratitude? What can I give to this magical world? Super harvest moon, I feel you so close. One more time. Betwixt and between, betwixt and between, now is the season for all things unseen. Betwixt and between, betwixt and between, this is the season for all things unseen.
And we're back to you, Meredith.
Thank you, Shar. River, you're coming up after me this time. And now I'm offering a liturgy from a Druid's Herbal for the sacred earth year. Chapter 10 starts with the fall equinox, the Mian Foer, literally in the Irish language meaning the middle of autumn. The autumn equinox is a special moment when day and night are equal in length, and we pause to pay respects to the impending dark. Equally so, we pause to thank the waning sunlight for its life-nourishing gifts, the harvest that we see around us, and the abundance and wealth of our family and clan. An ancient symbol for the wealth of the harvest is the cornucopia, the horn of plenty, which is both male, phallic, and female, hollow and receptive. Hermaphroditic images were familiar to the ancient Europeans. Such images as the one found at the Bell Trackway in Somerset, England, where figures were both breasts and a phallus. Horn goddesses have been discovered in European excavations. At Manfoer, we honor also the god of the forest, the green man, by offering libations to the trees. Such gifts as cider, wine, herbs, and compost are appropriate at this time of year. Offerings are scattered in a spirit of thanksgiving over the harvested fields. The essential nature of this feast is the drawing together and drawing in of the family as it prepares to face the chaos of the season of Samhain. Manfoer provides a last chance to finish the old business of the summer so that the dark season can be passed as a time of reflection and peace. At this festival, it's appropriate to wear lavish finery and rich fabrics in sumptuous settings. The best tableware and the finest foods are displayed as mead and music fill the house with cheer. We bid farewell to the strength of Luch and welcome once again the power of the Cailleach, the old one, the hag, the crone. She is the dark woman who visits us with gifts of wisdom and insight. She is the triple goddess who appears at the deaths of kings, queens, and heroes. She is the great queen who gives birth and reaps death, the mystical embodiment of the land. Grains of all kinds are baked into breads and cakes and shared at fall equinox gatherings. Baked goods made with the new grain are eaten in honor of the green man, the living spirit of the vegetation, who sacrifices himself in autumn so that other lives may carry on. Though he may appear to die at Samhain, by Yule he is reconceived as light, to appear again in material form in the spring. Bake some bread of the new grain harvest and share it with your friends. The very best produce from field and forest is placed on the altar at Manfoer. We give thanks to the fairies and the elementals who helped the garden grow. It is considered wise to pick one of each flower and vegetable of the harvest. Choose only the best of the specimens, free of blemishes or blight, and leave it out on an outdoor shrine for the nature spirits in thanks for their kind work all summer. May we give thanks. May we give thanks. And may we give thanks. And now I turn it to River.
And thank you, Reverend Mary. Appreciate that. That was lovely. So tonight I want to talk a little bit about gratitude. And I was this past weekend out in the woods in central Missouri at a land which has been known by several names. I don't know what the native peoples there knew it as, but I've known it in my life as Renaissance Ridge, as Ozark Avalon, and more recently as Oak Spirits Sanctuary. It's just outside of Columbia, Missouri. This particular land was a place where we gathered this past weekend, about 20 of us, and we have gathered there periodically for years. And looking back, I realized that there are some of us who met on that same piece of land 30 years ago. And for me, it is a moment of recollection, of gratitude, of the connections that we had made years ago, and all of the things that have happened on that land. And since we gathered at the fall equinox, enjoying the beautiful weather and the amazing sunsets, and enjoying each other. So thinking back upon this group, and we loosely call ourselves the Heretics. And I was really delighted that some of us have been heretics for 30 years, and some of us have been heretics just this time, because now they showed up and they're a heretic. So we're grateful for each and every one of the people who have the connection to that land. And I'm very grateful for all of them as their lives have intersected with mine. In this little gathering, which didn't have much structure, we called it an unfestival. A couple was there who are dear friends of mine who met at that festival 30 years ago. Later on that same land, they conceived of a child, because it was part of what you do at a festival. And then the fact that child, now in her 20s, was there with us on the same land at the same time was even more to be grateful for. The reconnection and the memories of dear friends who were with us and who've now passed. Ritual, we didn't come with a ritual plan, we made one. And then we conducted a ritual to celebrate harvest and celebrate memories and let go of things that don't serve us and bring in wishes for the future. And we all, above all, though, we sang. And the singing was as much of a gift and a harvest as anything. We sang and sang through the days, and we sang at night on Saturday through this thunderstorm, which was quite interesting. And what I wanted to do is bring into this circle a couple of the chants that we sing. And these are chants that celebrate the harvest of connection that one person has to another, and that we certainly have in this group that gathered last weekend. And I think I'm going to actually sing two chants. One, I'll start off. You are the light in my eyes. You are the light in my eyes. You are the light in my eyes. Shine on, shine on. You are the light in my eyes. You are the light in my eyes. You are the light in my eyes. Shine on, shine on. And I really love that chant when I'm in a group, and I recommend people mill about and find another partner and look them directly in the eyes and sing it personally, one-to-one, and then move on and share it with the next person and the next and the next. Because being the light in each other's eyes is a great gift. The second chant I want to share is one we do in a group, and usually this is a surprise, and I'll reveal the surprise for all of you. If you ever come to a Pagan Spirit gathering or another chants where I and others are doing chanting and enchantment, sometimes we'll sing this chant as a surprise, because it gets us all connected and warm and fuzzy, and then we bust out into something a little bit more surprisingly energetic. So here goes, because the one I love. Because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. Now the surprise part. Because I love you, 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 just as you are. And I love you, 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 just as you are. Back into togetherness, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. So I'm grateful for the people that sing these songs with me and all people who sing songs of love into each other's eyes everywhere. Happy Mabon, blessed fall equinox, blessed harvest moon.
Thank you
Laura.
so much, Reverend River. This was amazing. For those that cannot see me, obviously, I'm here laughing because it was awesome. I wasn't expecting that, big surprise moment. I love it. And it made me laugh. It made me laugh out loud. And I think laughter, as they say, is the best medicine. And some of us sometimes are hurting too much, and we are programmed by society, by the status quo, that suffering is noble or that it makes you a better person. But we are not part of the status quo. We are not. We are pagans, we are witches, we are people of the earth, and like the earth, we know and we learn to live with these cycles of the earth. And sometimes we fall ill. Now, I'm the kind of witch that don't believe that everything that hurts is because we somatize a mental situation. Sometimes you get a cold because it's cold outside, not because you need to cry or whatever. But the point that I'm trying to make here is the healing. We have access to energy, to magic, and to healing. And we ought to heal ourselves first, and then share that energy of healing with each other, and then share that energy of healing with all of the other beings that exist in the planet. And then why not share that joy of healing with the whole cosmos, because we don't know what is out there. So I am once again very honored to fill in huge shoes, or rather huge shoeless person. Selena Fox usually does the healing. So very humbly, I invite you to join me into this little journey of healing. First, we're gonna heal ourselves. And first, we're gonna think about ourselves on perfect love, perfect trust, and perfect health. And though I'm not the chanting kind, I am gonna ask you to do this movement with me and bring that healing into you. First, remember there is no such a thing as selfish. There is no such a thing as guilt or pain. There's nothing but healing coming to you first, because you need to be a whole, complete, healed person. So repeat, if you will, out loud or in your mind: I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am whole, I am loved. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am whole, I am loved. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am whole, I am loved. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am whole, I am loved. And now embrace yourself, embrace yourself, embrace yourself. When was the last time you loved yourself fully and guilt-free? Oh my God, embrace yourself as tight as you can and give yourself healing and love and compassion and empathy and all of those good things that the world and the earth and the goddess and the God and the planet and the cosmos has for you to heal. And sit with that feeling for a minute and feel the light of the divine and the healing coming to you. as a green light, if you will, as a white light, as a golden light, as a blue light, or if you like the fall colors, why not as a copper light of healing coming to you, to your every cell, to your every bone, to your every muscle, to your every hair, to every part of you. May healing be with you mentally, emotionally, physically. And I can't remember what's the fourth thing, but you know what I'm talking about. So now that we have healing within us, we can share that healing with our community. So at this moment, I'm going to ask you to type on the chat the initials of the people that you have consent to send healing, or the people that might not be aware and able to give consent, but that you want to send healing energy through the divine to them. And we're going to think about them, and we're going to send them love, and we're going to embrace them in this light. And what is coming to me right now, you all know I don't write anything, I'm just going as I can. So let's think about this lavender, purplish light, embracing them and healing them and loving them. And it could be furry babies, why not? Or scaly babies, or maybe babies that are your babies, but are probably made of different fur or different scales or whatever. People, animals, things, plants, all beings, may they be healed. You are healthy, you are wealthy, you are whole, you are loved. You are healthy, you are wealthy, you are whole, you are loved. You are healthy, you are wealthy, you are whole, you are loved. You are healthy, you are wealthy, you are whole, you are loved. And now that we have shared healing with self and healing with others, let's go even further out and share this healing with our planet. She, planet Earth, she who has been treated very poorly by us, she needs us. Why do I keep saying she? Because she is seen as feminine, believe me. And as a female energy, she needs her help and she needs her healing. And this time I will borrow the chant from our senior minister, and I will borrow her example of having a little planet Earth, a little blue marble in my hands. And we're going to do the chant that Reverend Selena Fox does for the healing and wellness to planet Earth. And it's that simple. So please join us. Healing and wellness to planet Earth. 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 Healing and wellness to planet Earth, to all of the other planets, to the cosmos, and to all the beings that exist on the vast cosmos of the many, many galaxies that are unknown to us. More importantly, to our planet Earth. Yes, because we're not selfish, we're just conscious. Thank you all for being part of this magic, for healing. Remember that all good things begin with self, and keep it rippling out, and keep sending healing to yourself, to your family, to your loved ones, to the planet, to all the beings on the planet, and to the cosmos. Thank you for joining. And now, Andrew is going to take us into a wonderful Earth Goddess meditation. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you so much, Reverend Laura. And this meditation will be kind of a continuing of the healing energy that you've evoked in us. And I like that you included the whole cosmos and all the other planets. And now we're going to bring it back down to Mother Earth here. And since this is the harvest full moon, I thought I would share a meditation to help us connect with an Irish goddess named Taltu. Taltu is considered the foster mother of Lu. And of course, the harvest festival Lunasa is named after Lu. And Taltu is the Great Mother, or the Great Earth Mother Goddess in Ireland. And she's also credited with teaching humans the skill of agriculture that's been so important for human survival and thriving on this planet here. So I'm going to invite us to be in touch with this Earth Mother below, and also the harvest moon above. And not just the image or the picture in your mind of the earth and the moon, but try to feel the energy of these living entities above and below. So bring your attention to the earth light that's at the center of our planet. And you can envision it as kind of a milky white color, maybe silvery, shimmering, milky white color. And imagine it moving towards the surface, moving up through all the cracks and crevices and veins within the earth, and pulling around your feet. And while you're holding that feeling, become aware of the harvest full moon that's above our head. And the earth, the moonlight coming from the moon above our head, feel the light resting upon the crown of your head. So feel, as we get in touch with both of these lights, the moonlight resting on the crown of our head, and the earth light that's come up from the center of the earth and is pulling around our feet, we're going to now bring these lights and this energy into our body. So as you breathe in, you can imagine the earth light coming up through the bottom of your feet and moving up through your body, all the way to your head. And then feel the silvery white harvest moonlight enter your body through the crown and moving down through your body. And as these two energies, just imagine them swirling and moving throughout your body. And you don't need to send them anywhere. If you're in need of healing, just trust that the light knows where to go, and just feel the dynamic energy, the vitality moving throughout your body. And let's just pause and be in touch with these energies within our body. And we're talking about our physical body, our emotional body, our energetic body, our subtle body, on every level. This telluric energy and the lunar energies mixing, swirling, healing, invigorating, revitalizing, relaxing, and healing. Allowing the energy to go where it needs to go. And now I'll invite you to take 3 deep breaths in and out. And with each breath, the feeling and image of the earth light and moonlight fades, but the way that it's brought healing and vitality will remain. And when you're ready, if your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes by giving thanks to the gifts that the harvest moon bring and that Taltu, our earth mother, brings us, that we rely on every day, every moment. So I'm going to invite Dia to close our circle.
Thank you, Andrew Bear. That was beautiful. Taltu is one of my favorite goddesses of the Celtic tradition. And now that we have invoked her name, we say, by the power of the gods and goddesses we carry in our hearts, we release our circle. And by the power of the earth below, may any residual energy return to nourish her. By the power of the sky above, who will tell us when next to meet. By the power of the north and the scythe now replete. By the power of west, our spiritual thirst now sated. By the power of the south, our spiritual harvest now gathered. And by the power of east, the beginning of endings and endings of beginnings, our circle is open, but never broken. So mote it be.
Thank you, Dia. And thank you, everybody. I invite you all to hold your candles up as we begin the end, begin the farewell. As I look at this wonderful screen with everybody here, this is a beautiful community. This is what makes community. Some ministers in training, and some wonderful volunteers, members of Circle Sanctuary, and some ministers of other orders, but who are part of our Circle Sanctuary family. So thank you all for being here, for sharing your energy, for sharing your light as we go into the darker season. And thank you to everybody who is watching now or will come to watch later. Remember that this is just the beginning of our full moon energy going out into the world and bringing love and healing and harvesting and all the good things. And I invite you all to come back on October 26th, where we will be celebrating the full moon, honoring our beloved dead. And now I'm going to ask you to take us home, Chris. Thank you.
So thank you again from my words for joining us for this full moon broadcast. This broadcast would not have been possible without the volunteers you've seen tonight. Our volunteers are a vital force in keeping Circle running, but we also need your help as well. Your memberships and donations provide for the upkeep of the sanctuary land, its building, as well as our green cemetery. Your gifts allow us to keep the lights on, the doors open, and a roof over our temple room and resource shop. Please consider becoming a member at whatever giving level is most comfortable for you. Membership is the best way to support all of Circle's in-person and virtual festivals and rituals, as well as our informational website. For more information, please visit our website, the new and improved circlesanctuary.org, and join us by becoming a member or making a donation today. Thank you. Oh, and while you're online, consider checking out Circle Sanctuary Network Podcasts, CSNP, where we have close to 1,000 podcasts archived and available for you to enjoy. We thank you again for your support.